Frank Carlino for Quick Poker. The man of the hour is right over there. He's right down there. No, right there. Nick Vertucci. 4-3 suited. The other man of the hour is Luda Chris. Jack 10. He's up there. Luda Chris is a crazy, crazy maniac, aggressive player. Mr. Vertucci, Nick with the 4-3 suited. He's known a little bit of a tight player. Still a good player, though. And they were calling him Nick Vertucci in the chat, and they're going to regret it. All these guys limp, Mayhem, Eli, Ronnie. Nick's going to sense a little weakness and raise it up with the 4-3 suited. And 400 to call for Ludacris to the Jack 10, and he's going to 3-bet to 1,400. All these stragglers, shoe clerks, and crumb bums, as Norman Chad would say, they're going to fold. And Nick's going to make the call. Why is Nick going to call this 1,000? Because he knows that Ludacris might know that he's sensing weakness. So he might be sensing, Ludacris might be sensing Nick's sensing their weakness and raising him light. So so Nick is going to take the flop with the 4-3 suited. He doesn't have to put Ludacris on a big hand right now. He's Ludacris. He doesn't want to re-raise him. He has a 4 and a 3. He's out of position. He's going to call and take the flop. We got the 7-7-3. 7-7-3 is favoring Nick's range. More 7s. More 7-8s, more 7-6s, more 7-4 suited. Take a look at Luda eyeing down Nick, saying, hope he doesn't have a 7, because if he doesn't have a 7, if Luda might be thinking, okay, if he doesn't have a 7, the bluff will probably work. If he does have a 7, it won't work. So let me start betting and find out if he got a 7. Obviously, Nick's going to check to Luda. Luda takes one more look at his cards. Luda takes one more look at Nick. Luda starts bluffing. 2,000. Back to the action. I love this check raise from Nick. Say you got the 4-3. You know you're going to wind up just check calling. All right, you call that. What are you going to do? Check again? You don't know what the turns are going to be. You're going to check again. You don't know what the river's going to be. You're going to check call again. Check call, check call, check call. Nick doesn't want to keep check calling. I like that Nick puts in the raise here. Okay, so this raise is pretty stealthy. Well, I don't know if stealthy is the right word. And I don't know if aggressive is a nice word. It's a little bit of a feeler bet, trying to define Chris's range a little. And it could slow down an overpair, and it could also stop high cards from bluffing. So it is never going to go away that easy. Hand should be over right here. No, not against a guy like Luda. Luda goes for the call. He's not going anywhere. And he's kind of sticky. So check raise not going to work. Nick's hoping for a good card. Not many good cards for him. All right, so Luda calls. And the 5 gives Nick a little more equity, gives him an inside straight draw. All right, he checks again. Okay, so now that Nick got his check raise called on the flop, now he has to check again because now he's just bluff catching again. Maybe one of the reasons why Luda can make the flop call so he can keep repping. But, it's not looking good. It's going to be tough now for Nick. And, Luda's going to be betting all his bluffs big, all his value big. All right, on that 5 of spades, Nick checks to him, and Luda's going to bet 8,000. Okay, so if he bets 8,000, he bets 8,000. He has now, as you can see, right there, 16,540. That's how much Luda has left. Okay, Nick has 26,000 left. If he calls the 8,000, he's going to have about 18,000 left. The 8,000. So I think the $8,000 sizing he does as a bluff because that gives him enough playability on the river to jam, 16,000. All right, so, yeah, okay. You can see it right there. On the river, Nick's going to have 18,000 left. Luda's going to have 16. Luda bets 8,000 on the turn, so he can bet 16,000 on the river. If he bet 10,000 on the turn, he would not have enough left. It would be different. It would change the whole pot odds scenario, obviously, and it'd be harder. So I think Chris might use this sizing as a bluff. I think Nick might have been able to play with him enough, and they play together all the time on this show. He might know that his value sizes up more on the turn situations like this. Maybe, maybe not, but he also, I also think if you have a pair, if you're going to get check raise on the flop and call that, and then you're going to bet the turn when he checks to you, and you do actually have a big pair, I think you're going to bet more to protect against flush draws. I don't think you're going to bet this amount. We don't really know exactly how he plays in that situation, but something to think about. So maybe Nick knows this too. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's just hoping to hit a 6. 9 is irrelevant. I agree. All right, I'm doing the commentating. Quiet down. So the 9 is irrelevant. Nick's obviously going to check again to Luda Chris. And we're going to see. All right, there's the check. The devil. All right, hold on. Angel on Luda Chris show. Just check. He's not going to fold. Devil. Fire it in. It's the only way to win. I should have like a pitchfork prop or something, but this is a low budget channel. Luda fires it in. 16,540 with Jack high, trying to make Nick fold. I don't know exactly what he's putting Nick on. Will this work? All right, Nick's thinking I could beat a weird float. I could beat ace queen of diamonds. I could beat high king queen of diamonds. Luda's going to play all those hands the same way. Little does he know, Ludacris had a hand with like no equity. He's just straight up stone cold bluffing the whole time. So he's going to ponder this over, and I think he's thinking, would an overpair bet? Okay, let's think. Flop action. Flop action was check raise, and Luda called. Turn was check. Luda bet, Nick called. If that exact action happened, and you're Luda, you're this boy, and you have aces, aren't you just checking back? You're really going for value again? I mean, you know why? Because if you do have an overpair, you're thinking, all right, he could have a scared 7 and be check calling. He could be check calling a scared 7. He could have 7-8 suited and be afraid you have ace 7. Remember, when you're bluffing, you can't play your hands in a showdown value-oriented way. And because you have to go for value, or seemingly go for value because you're bluffing and bet, it makes it less believable. Darth Vader. I guess with the heavy breathing and the masks. You get it? He's going to get more chips now. He just can't fold to Chris. 16,540 schmackers. Look at this. Here we go. This is why you get paid, but he actually is bluffing. Don't you wish you had it? What a call from Nick. 4-3 suited.
That is fantastic. Nick Vertucci
is a G. I'll put a link in the description to this video, and you can watch, because on the very next hand, I'll give you a little free preview. They get into it again on the very next hand, with Luda having Jack 10 again, with Jack 10 suited, Nick having a pair of 6s, and flopping some fireworks. Thank you for watching. Quick Poker is brought to you by Bosco's Beans. Link in description. See you tomorrow.